The H-1B visa was designed to be a magnet for the brightest minds. If a company needed a world-class engineer or a highly specialized doctor, and they literally could not find an American to do the job, this federal program allowed them to bring that rare genius across the border. That temporary authorization was supposed to be a rare, tightly controlled pass, a federal green light reserved only for impossible-to-fill occupations. But that highly selective system has been hijacked. Over the years, it has quietly mutated into a massive, legalized outsourcing machine. This chart shows the current breakdown of the tech sector. Foreign workers now occupy roughly 30% of all IT jobs nationwide. In practice, this imported labor pool is actively replacing up to 49% of the existing American IT workforce. The program has built an artificial barrier around the industry. Highly qualified local Texans are finding themselves entirely locked out of their own growth sector. The mechanics of this exploit don't happen in smoky back rooms. The paperwork is filed right out in the open, inside unassuming, everyday corporate office parks across Texas. The process starts with a rigged job posting. Recruiters will list a highly technical engineering role requiring 8 to 10 years of experience, but they will offer an abusively low wage, sometimes as low as $15 an hour. No seasoned American engineer can feed their family on that rate, so naturally they reject the offer. The recruiting company then takes those rejections to the government as legal proof of a domestic labor shortage. When an American rejects that low wage, it triggers the approval of an H-1B visa. Under federal regulations, that imported worker is then paid the full approved rate for the position, often $65 an hour. If you look at the sheer volume of visas being processed, you have to wonder where these companies are putting all these imported workers. Recent investigations into Texas commercial real estate uncovered hive addresses. In some locations, as many as 19 different tech companies are registered to a single locked office suite. Inside, investigators found no servers, no computers, just folding card tables. It is a phantom workforce. These businesses exist entirely on paper to satisfy federal loopholes, hiding the true scale of displaced American workers. The workers being brought in are frequently underqualified for the specialized roles they occupy. Many rely on severe nepotism or fraudulent credentials to secure their positions in the first place. This leaves the remaining American mid-tier tech workers in a frustrating position. They are ultimately forced to handhold their imported replacements, walking them through basic tasks or completely rewriting their subpar code. By law, federal agencies, specifically the Department of Labor, are supposed to oversee this. They require these employers to maintain public access files detailing their visa usage to ensure transparency. Yet the oversight rarely happens. State leaders and local politicians are largely ignoring the massive displacement happening right in their own cities. Political apathy and a focus on corporate kickbacks allow this cycle to continue unchecked. The official focus remains on diversity photo ops, while the local middle class is quietly hollowed out. The consequences of this system don't stay confined to the IT department. The economic effects ripple outward, hitting major communities across Texas. The first major downstream casualty is the local housing market. Imported workers often pool resources across 3 or 4 generations under one roof. This combined purchasing power allows them to bid significantly higher on local housing than a single-earner American household can sustain, artificially inflating prices for entire neighborhoods. But the most insidious financial drain happens inside the taxpayer-funded public school systems. Many of these imported tech families arrive without speaking English as their primary language. As a result, their children require highly specialized bilingual education programs. Texas independent school districts are now using local taxpayer dollars to sponsor more H-1B visas, specifically to hire foreign bilingual teachers to accommodate the families brought in by the tech sector's H-1B loop. These teaching roles pay between $60,000 and $80,000 a year. While districts import foreign labor for these slots, thousands of locally certified American educators find themselves competing for a shrinking pool of middle-class opportunities. The H-1B program has evolved into a sprawling, publicly funded displacement loop that locks the local middle class out of their own state's future.
Let's kick it.